We're back here with the brothers Flam of FLAM Winery. I'm flanked by Flam. I've got Golan on my right and Gilad on my left. And I know that you guys have been here now going on about 13 years. How did the winery first start? When did the idea of doing a winery come to you? What's the history of the FLAM and wine industry? And tell us a little bit about that.
So actually, in a way, we were born in the wine industry. Myself, I was born in South Africa while my dad was studying winemaking on the late 60s. And as a child, as children, my brother and myself were working in Carmel Winery in the harvest, in the summer vacations. So wine was part of our life since we were born. And then when we were grown-ups, we decided that we would like to take as children that were working in the Carmel Winery, we decided we want to take the opposite way. We want to create our own estate. And while I was studying in Tuscany, my brother came to visit me, and we were traveling around, and we thought, wow, it's the right time to start and create in Israel these little estates, in Tuscany, to create it in the best place in Israel, to find the right site, and we can have here a little Tuscany in Israel. And here we are in the Judean Hills, and
then we've got our little mini Tuscany here.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what's the production? What's the production been like? You know, where are you producing now? And can you tell us where you see yourselves in 5 years and in 10 years, if you have either where you want to see yourselves or where the direction you think you want to take the winery?
The main ambition is to make top Israeli wines. It's like premium wines which will be well recognized around the world. So the main ambitions, our main mission is to make top vineyards and top wineries from this vineyard. Top wines, from these vineyards. So it's quality, quality, quality.
So you talk about a top Israeli wine, and you're talking about 10,000 cases, or maybe about 120,000 bottles or so. How much of that is presently consumed in Israel, and how much of it do you export right now?
Actually, right now it's around 95% in Israel, and our wines are well presented mostly in restaurants in Israel, because I think it's wine that goes very well with food, and restaurants likes to work with this kind of wines very much, chefs or like this.
Okay, makes sense. And challenges. We all know how romantic the wine business is, or how people talk about how romantic it is. But I think we know that it's not so easy. It's a lot of hard work and physical labor, and there's always challenges. What are some challenges that you're faced with on a day-to-day basis in the wine business?
Challenge is actually every day to keep the quality, to make the right decisions in the vineyards, in the winery, to see how you interact with weather changes in our area. To make wines which are more elegant in our hot climate. This is my personal challenge.
So, we see that being in the wine industry really isn't all just about hanging out all day, drinking wine. There are a lot of challenges. If someone came to you and said, hey, Golan, Gilad, I'm thinking about getting into the wine industry. What do you think? Should I get into the wine industry? What would you tell them?
If you love it, and if you love it really, get into it, because it's a profession that you must love. This profession. It's not just go to the office and stand near the computer and all day. You need to have the passion for it, and if you love it, so go for it. So it's a way of life. I think it's like every day, every hour, part of my life. For instance, when I'm going in the street and I'm smelling, fruit blossom, I would start to think if it's what is the connotation for what wine, what variety. When you eat, when you go to a restaurant with your wife, you know, you will taste the wines and you will think if it suits the food. So, you know, all around the day, it's like wine is coming from all over. So if you feel if you're ready that it will be your kind of way of life. So.
Okay, so we know how to come find you here at the winery because we talked about that a little bit earlier. That they should reach out to you in advance through the website, and I say that because it seems like you're suggesting, yeah, you know what, if you love it, go for it. So I'm going to tell our viewers that if they want to do it and you need help, just talk to these guys. These guys are doing a good job. So just come on over to the winery, talk to them, and they'll find you just the right place in the wine industry, and they'll also have some good wine for you. Speaking of which, maybe you want to tell us before we say goodbye and have our last l'chaim. The last thing Yisrael got for us was a nice sample of the
it's our
barrel sample of, tell us.
This is barrel sample of our top plots in Ben Zimra village of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ben Zimra up in the Galilee.
Up in the Galilee, almost 800 meters above sea level. The 2010 is our first kasher vintage, and we had probably a big bracha because the wines are very rich and dense, and this wine has been aged for 6 months in French oak, top French oak, Taranceau, Demptos, and it's going to be aged, it's still an infant, so it's going to age still another 14, 15 months.
Wow, so you're going to keep it in the oak barrels for about 20 months, huh?
Yeah, this is the top brand new,
top
which
premium
we
wines.
haven't released yet.
So we're now here in the end of May, early June 2011. So we're gonna have to look out for this wine late 2012, huh?
No,
Hanukkah.
More because it's going to age long bottle age.
Bottle age. So if you have any simcha, if you have a special event coming up in early 2013, this might be a wine or whatever the final blend is you're gonna look out for. Guys, thank you very much for having us. We really had a lot of fun here today. L'chaim and l'chaim.